Well, the prosecution has now rested its case in the Mark Leonard murder trial. He's the alleged mastermind of the 2012 Richmond Hill blast that killed 2 people and damaged all those homes in the Richmond Hill subdivision in what prosecutors have been calling an attempt to collect insurance money. Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk has been following this trial since it started. He joins us live from South Bend today. So, Rich, what happened in court?
It was a pretty dramatic day in court. Into the 19th day of testimony, about quarter to noon today, Prosecutor Denise Robinson announcing to the court that the state has rested its case. Taking the stand for the last time for the state, Detective Jeff Wager. Detective Wager has been part of this case from the beginning, 2.5 years ago. He told jurors that he had collected enough evidence to take this case to court even if they hadn't found the cause and origin of the fire. He spent about 2 hours on the witness stand summing up the evidence that had been presented throughout the case. He named all the 5 suspects and for the first time showed jurors pictures of them. Now, they've heard about these people but have never seen them before. Pictures of Bob Leonard, Glenn Holtz, Gary Thompson, along with Mark Leonard and Maserati Shirley. Mark Leonard is the accused ringleader. He showed cell phone records showing the number of calls between Leonard and Holtz, Leonard and Thompson, all leading up to the explosion, then suddenly stopping. The cross-examination, Leonard's attorney Diane Black used it as an opportunity to attack Maserati Shirley's plea agreement. Using a 61-page transcript, she questioned Wager about inconsistencies and whether Maserati was entirely truthful. Shirley, for instance, didn't tell investigators that Mark Leonard had removed what she called a step-down valve from the fireplace until much later after that deposition. The plea agreement, she used Wager to point out, is based upon her testimony and telling the truth and holds out hope of her being released from jail when she is through testifying against all the suspects. With that done, now the defense attorneys take over. After lunch, they will begin presenting their case. They will be questioning another IMPD detective that investigated the arson and alleged murders that occurred there. They'll also be calling a medical doctor to the stand. They have very few witnesses. They intend to rest their case before the end of the day. What happens next? There are instructions that need to be prepared for the jury. There are final arguments that need to be prepared by the defense and prosecuting attorneys. It is very likely at this point the jury will begin deliberations either Monday or Tuesday of next week. This is a story we will, of course, continue to file. Live from South Bend, Rich Van Wyk, Channel 13 Eyewitness News. All right.